Hello everybody, my name is Forrest D. Martin and welcome to Cuss Words and Football. That's right, Cuss Words and motherfucking goddamn it football. Week two of the NFL fantasy football season, and I am so happy and proud to announce that I won my motherfucking game last week. I beat the fuck out of C's top-notch team. I beat the shit out this motherfucker, man. I had 207.55 points, and this motherfucker had 156.40 points. I kicked his raggedy motherfucking ass. I'm 1-1 for my fantasy football league this season. Like I said, I kicked the shit out of C's top-notch team. My man Cam Newton came through. Cam Newton, thank you. I thank Emmanuel Sanders, thank you. I did have some disappointing performances, though. You know, last week I jumped on the bandwagon of James Conner, the running back from Pittsburgh. Picked him up off the waivers, and I need to apologize for saying his name wrong. I called him motherfucker the Terminator, John Connor, all week. Goddamn John Connor, that's the goddamn Terminator son and shit, so my bad for that. But James Conner didn't do a goddamn thing. Welcome to the NFL, man. Week 2, you didn't get but goddamn, what, 22 yards or some shit like that? Like 22 yards. That's why the Steelers need to go ahead, pay Le'Veon Bell his goddamn money. All right, pay him his money, cause the John Connor, there I said it again, the James, fuck him, John Connor Terminator motherfucker. Week 2, flopping ass down the fantasy points leaderboard ass motherfucker made me just my running backs are horrible. You know, Lamar Miller ain't doing shit. He doing alright. But I got most of my points from Emmanuel Sanders and Cam Newton. Odell did alright, but let me tell you something, it ain't really Odell's fault. Eli Manning is getting his ass pounded. He doesn't have an offensive line. He made the Dallas Cowboys look like the goddamn 85 Bears last week. When you got a motherfucker named Taco Charlton able to sack your ass, and DeMarcus Lawrence sacking the shit out of you, and my boy Smith, who's been hurt the past 2 seasons since he came into the league from college, he's finally up and running. Actually, Dallas defense looks legit. They look alright. They look legit. I'm not gonna lie, they look good. We're still not putting up any points as a unit for the Cowboys, but we won that fucking game. Cowboys won. I won my fantasy league game. Now, I must disclose something. I have to be honest with you. Now, C's top-notch team, I don't even think this motherfucker really playing. Like, I don't remember him during the draft process. I think this is one of the motherfuckers that let the draft auto-draft his players. And I don't think he's really playing the fucking game because he left in his lineup Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen broke his foot week 1. He's out 4 to 5 weeks. Why the fuck is this motherfucker still in your lineup? Like, Greg Olsen this might be the end. He might be retiring. You know, he's had a pretty good, long, successful NFL career. So he might be retiring. Why the fuck is he still on your roster, man? You making me look bad, like I ain't really winning fairly, like I'm not really deserving to win because your ass ain't picking your lineup. He also left Jared McKinnon in his lineup. Jared McKinnon tore his fucking ACL in training camp before the season started. So I know you ain't even playing, man. So whoever you are, you know, I whooped your ass, but you ain't even playing. You ain't even setting your roster weekly, which is a disrespect to our commissioner, Soup. Soup should fine your ass for not setting your roster, letting the robots pick your players and let the robots set your lineup and shit. So yeah, fuck you, dog, for not setting your goddamn roster, cause I won, but did I really win? You know, like you had fucking, think he had like Jay Ajayi on the bench. He had some motherfuckers he could have put in the bench, put from the bench into the game that may have won it. But you know, fuck them. If I'm playing about whatever C's top-notch team, and motherfuckers, if you top-notch, make sure you representing that shit, because this ain't top-notch. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite all-time songs is by Pimp C, Top Notch Hoes. That's my shit right there. Top Notch Hoes, man. You ain't no top-notch hoe, dog. You one of them gutter hoes, cause you ain't even setting your fucking lineup, man. So I won week 2. That's my fantasy. Week 3 coming up. I played my boy Soup. Now this is my boy Soup. Like I said, spent a lot of time with Soup in college. Super cool brother. One of his sons is producing music in the ATL right now, so look him up. I'll put the name up somewhere or something. But Soup, I got you, Soup. I'm projected to score about. It's gonna be a tight one. I'm projected to score 167 points. Soup is projected to score 162 points. So it's gonna be a tight race. It's gonna be a hell of a good race, but I'm going to win because he has Eli Manning as his quarterback. Eli ain't going to cut it. Unless you reset your roster, I don't know who you have on your bench, but Eli ain't going to cut it, Soup. Not this week. Eli ain't going to cut it against Houston. Y'all need a line. He also has Brandon Cooks. Now, Brandon Cooks for the LA Rams. They doing their fucking thing. Sammy Walker's at Kansas City. This motherfucking Patrick Mahomes threw 6 touchdowns last week. If you got Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback and your fantasy football, you racking up hella goddamn motherfucking points, man. This kid is lighting the fucking NFL on fire. This motherfucker threw 6 touchdowns. 6 goddamn touchdowns. So his receivers are just racking up points out the ass, out the ass, out the ass, out the ass. All right, he also has, he got Kamara. He got Al Kamara, the running back from New Orleans. I wanted Kamara as my running back, but Kamara's a beast. He's going to get some yards. Isaiah Crowell out of New York Jets, he's going to get some decent yards too. My running backs suck. I don't have any good running backs, man. My running backs ain't talking about shit. Like I said, fucking Jay Connor didn't do shit. Lamar Miller, he didn't do shit. Man, I have to talk about my boy DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre, I'm fucking holding on to you, dog. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But it seems that Deshaun Watson would rather throw to the other wide receiver instead of you, Fuller. He's throwing to Fuller more. Fuller had an outstanding day. You had a decent day. But I'm trying not to get, like, personal with your shit. You know, cause I ain't even know this shit, but my wife said you fucking Iggy Azalea. You know, so if you fucking Iggy Azalea and you putting up subpar numbers, it's not in my place to tell you who you can sleep with and be with and date. But I'm just saying it may not add up, because just last season when the Houston Texans owner Bob McNair, bitch ass, he called the NFL players inmates. He refers to NFL players as inmates. And to represent his team as captain of the Houston Texans, DeAndre skipped practice that day. As a form of protest, he's like, fuck practice. I ain't coming to practice. Fuck this motherfucker. You know, keep paying me my millions, but you ain't finna be calling us no goddamn inmates. And I love that about you, DeAndre. Appreciate that. But when you black power like that, you can't go sleep and lay with an Australian bitch, because the Australians don't give a shit about the black Aborigines in Australia. They treat them like shit, and they black people. So I might have to bench your ass this week, man. I might have to bench your ass. It don't mix to go black power and lay with the Australian motherfuckers that don't give a shit about the Aboriginal people. Aborigines. The word origin is in the word because we are the origin of humankind as fucking black folk. Alright? But that's a whole other story. DeAndre, I might give you one more motherfucking shot, man. I can't. It's hard to bitch this motherfucker, dog. He's so. It's just like he gonna light the shit up. I just know I got faith in you, man. So I'll see how I feel next week. See what I bent you. See what I started you. I tell you one thing. I am trying to claim Deshaun Jackson off waivers from Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and if I get Deshaun Jackson, you're going to have to sit your ass down, DeAndre, because Deshaun Jackson and Ryan Fitzpatrick, or Ryan Fitzmagic, as they're calling him, they light the NFL up. This motherfucker throwing 4-5 touchdowns every game. And Deshaun still fast, still got his speed, still has his hands. So if I end up with Deshaun, yeah, man, you gonna have to think about that one, DeAndre. You gonna have to think about that one. All right. So that's my fantasy football week 2 wrap up. Heading into week 3, Soup. I will see you this time next week. I hope I will be saying that I kicked your ass. Hopefully. Now for my week 3 NFL picks. Week 3 NFL picks for motherfucking cuss words and football. Let me handle some business right quick. Go to patreon.com/PJ Parker. Or is it patreon/PJParker.com? How that shit go, baby?
I think that's it.
Which one? Patreon-PJ Parker. Look, a lot of the, so if you watched the video last week, what you saw was an edited version of the full episode. Now, the only way you can get the full episode is if you go to Patreon/PJ Parker and donate your $1 a month. That's all I'm asking for. $1 a month. You can get the full episode of what I'm saying, because I love football, but it's cuss words in football. I'm talking about fucking all kind of shit. I'm gonna be talking about fucking music, wrestling, basketball, fucking baseball playoffs coming up. I love college football. Patreon/PJParker.com. Go there. I'm only charging, but it's different tiers. It's tiers where you can pay $5, $10, $100, $500, $1,000 for some shit. We have a lot of content to offer. All right. So to start it off, I'm just asking for $1. If you want to go to the, if you donate a $50 tier, you're still gonna get my full show. So you don't have to donate just $1. If you want to donate the higher tiers, the $50, $100, $500, $1,000 tiers, you still gonna get my show. Patreon.com. Donate. Cause my show ain't gonna be $1 forever. Fuck that shit. Fuck, I look like charging a motherfucking goddamn dollar. Talented as I am, goddamn it, y'all motherfucker. I'm doing it because I love y'all.